my sexuality has never been in question. So that I was a gay boy then. Now I'm a straight woman because I like men and blah 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 blah. But apparently, like I said, I'm a sapiophile. I adore people. I adore guys with intelligence, and but that's me. But anyway, so I'm wittering on again. Right. So there's that about that Martina woman last night on BBC. We all have our own opinions, and it's all well and good. That's very, very good. But when it infringes on the rights of others, I think that's when it's wrong. But that's a personal thing. That's a personal thought. And if people are offended by what I've just said on this, I'm sorry. This is how I am. And people that really know me will tell you that's the way I am. I'm not politically correct. I've never believed in being politically correct. I'm not racist, I'm not sexist, I'm not genderist, I'm not homophobic, I'm not transphobic. Like I have been, on occasion, I have been accused of being transphobic because of the way I feel about stuff, which is really weird because I'm trans myself, aren't I? So, which is a silly thing, but there you go. And I was called homophobic. I lived my life as a gay boy before I had my surgery, so how can I be homophobic? But then again, and this particular person said to me and said, well, you can be homophobic and transphobic and still have trans and gay friends. And I'm there going, excuse me, I lived the gay lifestyle and now I'm a trans woman. So how does that make me phobic, transphobic and homophobic? But anyway, so head fuck. But yeah, I did say the word, yes. Yes, so that was that. And then another thing as well, because I do research online, believe it or not. I don't just sit there for a couple of days and say, oh, right, fine, this one I'm going to talk about next time. I do some research, and was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before, because I just stopped it after about 5 seconds. I thought to myself, no, I'm not having this. There was a reporter from a university in America was interviewing this pediatrician, basically a children's doctor in America, a female, and she was around my age, and basically she turned around and said that children cannot be trans, they cannot be binary, they cannot be gender fluid, they cannot be this, they cannot be that, they are children. Number one, yes, they are children. Number two, children don't realise about males and females, little boys and girls growing up to men and women, because they don't have that concept yet, before the age of 4 or 5, usually. And then after that, then they come into their own. So therefore, yes, children can be trans. Yes, they can be non-binary. Yes, they can be gender fluid. It's up to the children how they feel, because children do have feelings too. And what she was saying was basically that society today is brainwashing people, and especially children, to become trans. And she was saying that it's the parents that are brainwashing their little children to become trans and treating them differently. What I say about that is, yes, parents are treating the children differently. Yes, there is more understanding out there now about it. And what I see, I know a couple of children who are trans. I know a couple of mothers who have trans children, and and the fact that they are more understanding now than, say, 10 years ago, that's where the change is. It's not going, oh, it's like when I was younger, I wanted to be a girl, and people, oh, no, you're not a girl, don't be stupid, no, you can't be a girl, and everything like that, because it was unheard of when I was a kid. But nowadays, it's like children do change. One day, a child might be want to be a little girl, the next day might want to be a little boy. But after a certain age, they do stay in the gender, not necessarily what they were born with and signed with at birth, but the gender they feel more comfortable in. It's like a friend of mine, she has a child that's named Meadow, gorgeous name. Meadow chose the name themselves, which was sweet. Meadow is now 6, I think, and Meadow is non-binary, so that's why I call Meadow they instead of she or her. I have done in front of her and in front of her mother, which is, the mother was fine, but the mother finally said, "Oh no, Meadow is non-binary." So, on here I call Meadow they. She's 6 years old, and she's such a sweetheart. She is so calm now since she's come out to her mother about being trans. That she doesn't want to be a boy anymore. And her mother caught her once in the bathroom trying to cut her appendage off, which broke the mother's heart, basically, which is understandable, So as seeing your child like that, trying to cut something off with a pair of scissors, that's part of their body that you gave birth to, which is horrendous. It really is. And but yeah, so this doctor, she's a paediatrician. She's not a genealogist. She is not a psychologist. She's not a psychiatrist. She's a paediatrician, which is a children's doctor, a children's GP. So she cures the ailments, the dis-ease of children, what children have. And she was saying that all this gender non-conform situation is all a mental health issue, and what we all need is a good dose of therapy to cure us, not surgery. And I'm there going, oh, okay, I had that for 3 years. Also, up until I had my surgery, I was unhappy. Now I'm happy. I've had the surgery, and that's it. So bring it on, girls. So what's the excuse there then? It's like I'm cured. Well, I'm not cured. I will always have, So it's not a cure. The surgery is not a cure. It's basically making you feel better. It's like getting the brain and the body in sync, as it were, which takes time as well. So it took me 48 years to get used to my old body, and now I'm getting used to my new body. But I hate it at the minute because I'm getting too fat. But hey, what have you? I like my cream cakes. There you go. So what am I going to do? Am I going to go for surgery to stop me from eating cream cakes? No, of course I'm not. It's just I have to find willpower, and that's it. So and that's how I do it. But with this therapy thing, with being trans, that does work. It does help people, but it's also there to make you understand. If you are and understand yourself as well, to see if you really are trans, because some people aren't. They like dressing up in women's clothes, and they think, oh my God, I'm trans, I want to be a woman. But no, they only want to be a female part-time to get away from the masculine world, and that's the only way they can do it. That's the only way they can go. And all all to their own, really, each to their own. Yes, so, and I do apologise, that was a little bit political. Well, I don't think it was. It's just basically my idea of other people's bullshit, basically. It's like, fine, come up with these things, but know what you're talking about first. Talk to a trans person, talk to a trans child, and see how they feel. Don't go out and just spout all these things about, oh, it's so wrong, or whatever like that. If you don't understand what it's like to be trans, either a trans male or trans female, it's like it's not just one of those things you go, oh, I'm going to have surgery tomorrow. It's like there's hoops, we have to jump in through hoops. It's like somebody wrote in the local, sort of on Facebook, you have about blah blah blah, sort of out and what's on in the area kind of thing, sort of around blah blah blah, around whichever town you are, and so they've each got a Facebook page. Well, somebody wrote in the local one saying, "Oh, how come I'm so upset and I'm so angry. How come I can't have my stomach stapled, but yet on the NHS, but yet trans people get surgery on the NHS?" And it transpired that this person hadn't bothered helping themselves first, whether male or female, but they hadn't bothered helping themselves beforehand, and basically, they have to lose weight and everything like that. You have to do that anyway before any surgery. So they said, "Oh, your ideal weight is this, so get yourself down to that." And and luckily, thankfully, it was a local one, and I was so pleased to see both males and females having a go, saying, "How dare you say that? It's having bariatric surgery is not the same as having reassignment surgery. And how dare you, put the two together and everything about jumping through hoops and whatever like that. And we all have to jump through hoops in order to get what we need, especially in the NHS and especially these days, because it's just so there's hardly any cash left, so everything's just going on everything else. What I say is just get rid of most of the managers and get bloody matrons in there and get it all sorted like he used to. But that's me for you. Anyway, look, I've got to go. I've gone over the 20-minute mark again, so sorry for boring you, but that's me. At least it'll help you sleep anyway. So if you use this as a sleep aid, all well and good. Saves you forking out money for those singing whales and rainforest rain and the sound of rain and everything like that. So, I tried with the sound of rain once, and half an hour later I wasn't fast asleep, I was wide awake, dying for a pee. So that was a waste of bloody money for the CD, wasn't it? But there you go. And the singing whales, whoop 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 every night like that down your ear. You don't want that, do you? You just want a bit of silence and everything, a bit of white noise or whatever like that. But anyway, so I've just got a dog panting here now. I don't see him. There he is. Look, Simba. Simba. He's saying hello. He's saying hello to people. Did you see him now? I bet you saw a bit of his poo there on the floor as well. I haven't cleaned it up today. I cleaned it up yesterday, but I haven't done it today. So bless him. It's just so gorgeous here. So, but I'm sat out on the patio again, as you can see. It's just so gorgeous, but it's just so hot. But it's too hot to do anything. So that's why I've got no makeup on. But anyway, look, I'm wittering on again. So anyway, look, what I am going to do is I am going to find a decent program when I've got the pennies to as an editing program. So if any of you that watch this know of a decent editing program, preferably free for the minute, and until I can I can get a part-time job or something like that to help me fund this or whatever. But if you know of any brilliant editing programs, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, press the little bell button, that'll give you notification, and share. And I don't mean that. Do you believe in life after love? I don't mean her. I mean share the hell out of this. All right then. Bye bye. Enjoy this gorgeous weather. Apparently we've got it for about 2 weeks or something like that, and then it'll be back to winter snow everywhere, I suppose. Anyway. Okay. Bye bye.